Alright, so howdy, timestamp June 27th at 10 something p.m. Waiting for my kid to get done with his shift. So we did the doctor appointment today. We we walked there. Um, they drew some blood because it was like a lab with a follow up. My doc again listened to my chest, heart, lungs, all that, and went, I don't hear anything this time. So again, as far as I'm not doubting the emphysema um, judgment, but I don't think I'm going to die gasping 10 years from now, based on what I'm hearing from everybody else. Because Kelly went with me, which is good because she's kind of my advocate and I trust her. Um, and she knows the questions to ask, and I really don't. I'm not a medical guy; it's not my background. And the gist that I'm getting is, as long as I do quit smoking, and she did refer me to a pulmonologist because, and she was actually surprised the other guy didn't. She was like, "Did anyone refer you?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Okay, I want to get you in front of a pulmonologist because they're the ones that can do the uh, the tests and whatnot to really figure out where you are." And I let her know that I'd been freaking out the past month, looking at this, going, "Oh, okay, death sentence, cool." Um, and I told her I'd been researching it, and I said, "Okay, so you're talking like the gold and the FEV," and she's like, "You have been doing your research." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been, you know, I was told that I had this, and one of the things that I looked up is it in general, and it's like this is the third or fourth leading cause of death in the United States." It's like, oh, that's as long as it's not a serious condition. So yeah, that got my attention. Um, but yeah, the gist that I'm getting is if I do quit smoking, and I was bad today, I smoked probably two and a half of the cigarellos instead of, I was down to like one and a half, two. Mind you, it's after 10 p.m. and we got up at 6 a.m., so it's been a really long day. Um, but yeah, doctor's appointment. I've done better on the cigars. This is day 13 of the Wellbutrin, so I'm hoping, because I guess you're really not even supposed to. It's recommended you start your cessation of smoking at the 2 week mark, and hopefully conclude at the 7 week mark on the Wellbutrin. That's kind of the marching orders that everybody's talking about. So I started from first day before taking it, so I got a head start. Maybe, I don't know. I'm optimistic, but I'm still. It's supposed to. Pardon. It's supposed to kind of interrupt the brain, the desire for the smoking within the brain. And so far, I've still got that going on. People walking by my car. I don't know. They're young, like 14, 15 years old. Uh, the store's closed. And where's your mother? Anyway, um, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? No. So, the doctor's attitude seemed to be kind of like, yeah, it's a serious illness, but you're going to be okay. So I'm getting that more and more, which is kind of encouraging, but I'm still, you know, And she even said, she's like, you're going to see all the doom and gloom on the internet. You're going to see all the horror stories. But realistically, I can't even tell by listening to you, that you've got an issue. So obviously the CT scan said that I had messed my lungs up, in a thorough sort of way to where they labeled it as moderate whatever to for the upper central lung, basically the top part of the lung, because that's what you destroy first typically. Heat rises, and it's also, I guess, closest to the exit or something. I don't know. Um, but yeah, she was kind of, I don't know. She just gave me, I kind of got the vibe of, yeah, you're gonna be all right. You'll probably die of old age or some other thing before this kills you. And I know people that got diagnosed with it 10 years prior, didn't quit smoking 2 packs a day, and they're off and on an oxygen tank. Even now, 10 years later, and it's like, well, and they're hacking up parts of their lung. They're definitely in the severe to very severe, probably severe. I want to say that I'm going to be okay, but I also don't want to be an idiot. And, you know, everything will be all right once we get to Terra's Lean kind of thing. Um, you can Google that if you need to. Yeah, and I'm putting this on the internet where there are trolls. So, yeah. So I need to call and set an appointment with a pulmonologist. Um, so that was a 6 mile walk, 3 miles there, 3 miles back, fasting. I took a couple protein shakes with me because I knew after they did the blood work I was probably going to be feeling a little woozy. And Kelly and I each had a protein shake outside. So 6 mile walk there. Then we coordinated to get the car. All in all, between bus rides and walking some more, and then walking a little bit more, um, we both put in about 8 miles. And it's Florida. I want to say when we started out at like 6:40. I think we left the house at like 6:40. Um, the Weather Channel internet said it was 88, feels like 94 or something like that. Florida summer. Um, and it just got hotter. So that was 8 miles of walking in that. Good stuff. But got the car back as shown. And so far the car is driving better than it's ever been under our reign. It's actually driving better than it did when we got it 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't know. Whenever we got the car, it's in better shape now than it was then. Um, so, and the guy that runs the shop let us know that the place we were using before that we went to, and then it failed again a year later, and we went to under warranty and had the rebuild done again, didn't really do the rebuild correctly. There were parts in there that were definitely more than a year old, and it was just done very sloppy manner. So, and based on what it felt like when we pulled away the last time versus this time, again, two different shops. Um, I'm willing to bet this most recent guy is the one telling the truth, because on the way home, Kelly just kept saying, "It's like silk. It's like silk." She was like happy to drive because it it is. It's handling almost like a new car, and we've never had it in that kind of shape before. So to Howard and Murray, the guys that helped us the last time and the time before that, y'all suck. And I think you might have conned us a little bit along the way too, which that's not cool. So anyway, chiropractor after getting the car. It's been a hectic day for me. And I've got some chicken thawing right now on the stove. I picked up some lime and pepper and some mango and pepper mixed spices. And I put that in with the olive oil, put in some veg. Right now that the chicken is thawing and it's got the olive oil and all the other stuff in that one big bag with the onions, and I got carrots and green peppers, and have no idea if it's gonna suck or be amazing, but we'll give it a shot. Working on that whole Mediterranean kind of feel. But yeah, I saw the lime and pepper and the mango and pepper and went, okay, that might blend. Let's find out. So Kelly's sleeping at home because long day. So when I get home, which will probably be shortly, it looks like Tiny's wrapping up. I'm gonna get some gas on the way home too. Got about a quarter tank, which is where I left it. So I mean, they didn't Ferris Bueller the car or anything like that. Yeah, I'm gonna cook that up. Probably cook some brown rice to go with it. Kelly will have been sleeping for 5 or 6 hours, so maybe she'll smell the food and be alert enough to maybe want some stuff. But I need to feed my pups too, and I'm hungry. I'm feeling a little peckish. Made some salmon steaks this afternoon with some had like a zucchini squash steamable veg bag, whatnot. That was pretty good though. That was good. A little bit of brown rice going with that. Yum. It's good stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, get some gas. But yeah, I'm hungry, and I have no doubt this young man's probably he's 17. He can always eat. That's just how it is. He can always eat. And if the 22-year-old is awake, he'll probably be like, "Hey, is that for everybody, or is that just for like you and mom?" My kids are great. Yeah. I guess I'll leave it off there. I was watching the Biden Trump debate before I left the house. I'm looking forward to actually watching the last 2/3 of it. It's interesting. Not going to say anything yet, spoilers, but yeah. Crazy world. Anyway, all right. See you next time.